Put salt in this sacred corner of your house and see what happens next. Buddhist teachings. Imagine something as simple as a pinch of salt having the power to transform your energy, bring protection, and even attract prosperity into your life. It might sound mysterious or even unbelievable, but salt has been revered across civilizations, not just as a seasoning, but as a tool of spiritual strength and purification. Think about it. For centuries, salt was prized as highly as gold, sparking wars, shaping trade routes, and symbolizing purity and protection in ancient rituals. Today, it still holds a powerful place in various spiritual traditions, including Buddhist practices, where salt is used to cleanse, protect, and shift energy within a space. In this video, we'll explore why adding salt to specific corners of your home can create a ripple of positive energy in your life. Join me on The Journey of Wisdom as we dive into ancient Buddhist teachings, uncover the hidden power of salt, and show you how this simple yet sacred practice can bring balance, peace, and abundance into your home. Let's get started and discover how to welcome blessings into your life. Number 1. Salt, mystical and healing powers. Salt has long been regarded as more than just a mineral for flavoring. It holds a deep spiritual and healing significance across the ages and cultures, revered for its cleansing and sacred properties. Across many major religions, salt is a symbol of purity and connection with the divine. Jesus referred to salt over 40 times in the Bible, emphasizing its value, and the Catholic Church incorporates it in holy water to sanctify and protect. For Jewish people, salt serves as a symbol of the covenant with God, and in Hindu rituals, it is essential for its role in purifying both the body and the spirit. In ancient Roman culture, salt held such importance that it represented pure, untainted life itself. This universal reverence for salt reflects a shared human understanding of its power, woven through both physical and spiritual life. As the Buddha once said, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, we cannot live without a spiritual life, emphasizing that it's often the simplest things, like salt, that root us in deeper truths. The mystical appeal of salt doesn't stop at religious practices. Throughout history, salt has been valued as a ward against negative energy and evil forces. The ancient Egyptians burned salt to guard their pharaohs against malevolent spirits, while salt lines were laid around homes and sacred spaces as invisible barriers against harm. This concept of salt as a purifying shield appears in various forms worldwide. Japanese sumo wrestlers sprinkle salt to cleanse the arena, while Tibetan Buddhists scatter it to rid spaces of negativity, showing that salt transcends cultures as a medium for energetic and spiritual protection. Salt, in this sense, functions like a subtle yet powerful charm, safeguarding us from unseen forces. By carrying forward this tradition, we connect with something ancient and universal, grounding our modern lives in practices that remind us of the delicate balance between seen and unseen realms. Salt's role in myths and legends further enhances its mystical reputation. In European folklore, such as in Normandy and Bavaria, salt has been used as a tool against witches and dark spirits. These stories tell us that salt isn't just a substance, it's a symbol of resilience and healing. In a world often dominated by fear and uncertainty, such rituals offer comfort and protection, demonstrating that as we face challenges in life, we can rely on the simplest things to provide strength and clarity. The continued reverence for salt across continents and cultures emphasizes its power to protect and heal, connecting us through shared beliefs and practices that echo through the centuries. Beyond folklore and protection, salt holds a secret hidden within its crystalline structure that reveals profound spiritual insights. If we examine salt crystals under a microscope, we find that they naturally form symmetrical geometric patterns, reminding us of sacred geometry, a universal blueprint that appears in seashells, snowflakes, and ancient architecture. This geometry is a reminder that there is order and beauty in the structure of the universe itself, even within something as small as a salt crystal. Great minds like Leonardo da Vinci observed and admired these patterns, understanding that nature's geometry connects us with a deeper frequency. Just as a single crystal of salt holds the essence of these patterns, we too are part of a greater, harmonious whole. By being mindful of this connection, we invite harmony and balance into our lives. As Lao Tzu said, "Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished," reminding us that in simplicity we can find profound truths. Another remarkable feature of salt is its role in producing negative ions, which greatly influence our well-being. If you've ever felt a rush of calm and joy while walking along the ocean, you've experienced the effects of these negative ions. Salt naturally releases these charged particles, and when inhaled, they act as natural mood enhancers. Scientific studies have shown that negative ions increase oxygen flow to the brain, elevate serotonin levels, and improve our mental health, helping us feel happier and more peaceful. This is why Himalayan salt lamps are so popular. They disperse negative ions that create a serene atmosphere, much like that of a beach or a forest. Back in 1932, Dr. Clarence Hansom discovered the positive impact of these ions on our mood, and modern research continues to support their natural antidepressant qualities. In our fast-paced world, where stress and anxiety often overwhelm us, salt provides a simple, natural way to reclaim tranquility. As the Dalai Lama said, "Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions," encouraging us to seek joy in life's small, mindful practices, like the gentle healing effects of salt. Salt, therefore, is much more than a seasoning. It is a bridge between the physical and spiritual, a timeless guardian, and a source of healing that brings us closer to nature's wisdom. By understanding and respecting its power, we can integrate simple practices into our daily lives, whether by using salt for cleansing, setting intentions with sacred geometry, or creating calm spaces with negative ions. Such rituals, rooted in history and spirituality, offer us peace, grounding, and resilience. In a world constantly changing, these practices remind us of what is steady and true, enriching our lives with wisdom and serenity. Salt's ancient and mystical powers invite us to reconnect with the essence of life itself, empowering us to approach each day with mindfulness and respect for the subtle energies that shape our experience. Number 2. Rituals and applications of salt in energy cleansing. One, placing salt in the corners of your home. Imagine a ritual of pure simplicity, a small but meaningful act that can change the atmosphere of your home, making it a haven of peace, clarity, and balance. One such practice that aligns the external with the internal is the ritual of placing salt in the corners of your home to cleanse and uplift the energy within. This mindful act has roots in many cultures, where salt is revered not just as a culinary staple, but as a powerful purifier that absorbs negativity, bringing harmony into any space. If you're curious to see what unfolds, let's walk through this ritual with purpose, clarity, and a sense of gratitude. To begin, select natural, unrefined salt, like sea salt or Himalayan salt, as these salts are the least processed and retain their natural energy-absorbing qualities. Choosing a calm moment to carry out this ritual is essential. Try early morning or evening when the air feels still and peaceful, a time when your heart and mind can easily focus. Start by opening a window to allow fresh air to flow in, symbolizing a fresh beginning and gently moving any stagnant energy out of your home. Buddhism often reminds us, "Be a lamp unto yourself," a phrase encouraging self-reliance and intentional action. Here, this simple act of opening a window is a way to set the stage for positive energy to enter, creating a clean slate for your home. With a small handful of salt, move to each corner of the rooms where you sense energy might feel heavy, or places that tend to collect clutter. Corners are significant in energy work, as they're often where energy becomes stuck, so pay special attention to areas that feel dense or frequently chaotic. As you sprinkle the salt, let your mind be calm and set a clear intention. Consider what you want to invite into your space, perhaps peace, protection, or positive energy. You might silently affirm, "I am welcoming calm, light, and harmony into this space," allowing the salt to act as a medium that carries your intention throughout the room. In doing so, you're infusing every corner with purpose, embodying the Buddhist teaching that the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Once you've placed the salt, let it rest in these corners for at least 24 hours, allowing it to absorb any lingering negativity in the space. Ideally, if your schedule allows, leave it for up to 3 days to deepen the cleansing effect. During this time, consider what the salt represents: a silent guardian absorbing what no longer serves you, creating a sanctuary free from negative vibrations. Imagine coming home each day, knowing that the space is quietly being renewed. How would that feel? This is the beauty of mindful rituals. They work on both the physical and spiritual levels to create an environment that supports inner peace and clarity. After the salt has done its work, it's time to remove it with respect for the transformation it has facilitated. Take a small brush or broom and gently sweep the salt into a dustpan, handling it with mindfulness. Avoid aggressive movements that could disturb the energy balance. Think of this as a closing gesture, a symbolic expression of gratitude for the salt's service. Then, take the gathered salt outside. Don't dispose of it in your indoor trash. Instead, release it in your garden, on the ground, or at the base of a tree. If this isn't possible, place it in a sealed bag and discard it outside your home. This act of returning the salt to nature completes the cycle, releasing the absorbed negativity to be cleansed by the earth. Nature is an abundant source of healing energy. By letting the salt return to the earth, you allow any absorbed negativity to dissolve back into the natural world. For a final touch, you may want to cleanse the corners with a damp cloth, wiping away any remnants and refreshing the area. Lighting incense or diffusing essential oils, such as lavender or sandalwood, can also deepen the sense of tranquility, bringing a delicate fragrance that calms the mind and heart. These simple steps may seem small, but over time they cultivate an environment filled with serenity and warmth. This ritual of placing salt in the corners of your home can be repeated whenever you feel a need to renew the space. Perhaps once a month or any time the energy feels heavy or stagnant. With each practice, approach it with gratitude and a peaceful heart, trusting that these mindful actions transform your living space into a sanctuary where positive energy thrives, offering a quiet refuge for you and all who share the space. Two, 24-hour salt purification. To cleanse your space and spirit through salt, is to engage in an ancient practice steeped in both simplicity and profound impact. Salt has long been revered across cultures for its mystical ability to purify, to absorb negativity, and to create an aura of balance. In Buddhism, where simplicity and intentionality are held in high regard, such rituals can be a form of mindfulness, a way to clear both our physical spaces and mental clutter. Essays, the Buddha said, "Radiate boundless love towards the entire world, above, below, and across, unhindered, without ill will, without enmity." A ritual like this allows us to radiate a similar intention within our homes and lives, promoting harmony in spaces we hold dear. To begin this ritual, carefully select the materials you'll need: a clear glass or cup, sea salt, Himalayan pink salt or rock salt, and clean water. The purity of minimally processed salt holds retained minerals and energetic properties that amplify its cleansing power. Setting up your materials with intention is crucial, as each step is an offering of mindfulness toward the space you seek to harmonize. Pour salt into the glass until it fills about 2/3, a symbolic act of preparation and willingness to release what no longer serves. When you add water to fill the glass nearly to the top, observe the salt dissolving, just as we dissolve any negative attachments within ourselves. This union of salt and water becomes a tool to capture lingering negativity, transforming your space and aiding in mental clarity. Choose a location thoughtfully, perhaps a corner where tension gathers, or an area in your home where challenges or stress frequently arise. Placing the salt water there, you set a quiet intention for peace and renewal, grounding your space as a sanctuary. Leave the glass undisturbed for 24 hours, a span of time allowing it to breathe in and attract any heavy energies from the environment. As Thich Nhat Hanh once noted, "Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy." Similarly, in choosing to tend to the energies around us, we indirectly nurture a peaceful response within ourselves. After 24 hours, return to the glass and check the clarity of the water. If it's clear, the salt has done its work, absorbing and neutralizing negative energies. If it appears murky or clouded, more cleansing may be needed, an opportunity to commit further to the process. Discard the water carefully, respectfully acknowledging the negativity it absorbed. Refill the glass with fresh salt and water, placing it in the same spot for another 24 to 48 hours. Repeat until the water remains clear after a day, signaling a complete transformation of energy within the space. Lao Tzu once shared, "When pure thoughts enter, they cleanse the soul." Through this process, we facilitate the entry of pure energy into our spaces and souls alike. Remember that this ritual is not a one-time event. Like tending to a garden, it requires consistent care. Performing it periodically can maintain the energetic balance in your home, keeping negativity at bay and promoting a sustained environment of peace. This mindful consistency fosters a deeper relationship with your surroundings, an act of reverence and gratitude for the space that shelters you. Our homes are mirrors of our minds. As we care for one, we care for the other. The spiritual benefits of this ritual extend beyond a single room. Salt acts as an energy filter, subtly working to align the atmosphere of your space with your own inner calm and harmony. Think of it as a meditative practice that invites positivity and clears pathways, much like a Zen garden that removes the excess and leaves only what is essential. This simplicity can be healing in today's fast-paced world, helping you reconnect with the present and anchor your spirit. A purified space becomes a refuge where you can recharge and engage with life's demands more fully, reflecting an inner clarity. To adapt this wisdom to modern life, think of this practice as an essential reset, a way to balance the energies around you so that stress, negativity, and obstacles do not accumulate and overwhelm. Just as you would tidy a cluttered room, clearing out the unseen energy invites fresh potential into your home. In caring for your surroundings, you honor both your physical and spiritual wellness. Are you ready to bring peace and clarity to your space with the 24-hour salt purification ritual? Comment yes if you're open to trying this mindful cleansing practice, or type number 1 if you're already using salt to purify your surroundings. 3. Placing salt under the doormat. Placing salt under your doormat may appear to be a simple gesture, yet it carries profound symbolism rooted in ancient wisdom that has transcended time and culture, echoing even within Buddhist teachings today. Salt has long been revered not just as a humble household ingredient, but as a potent symbol of purification, protection, and spiritual integrity across many traditions. In the teachings of Buddhism, salt represents the cleansing of negative energies, serving as both a literal and spiritual safeguard. By placing salt under your doormat, you are engaging in a meaningful practice that establishes a subtle yet powerful shield at the very threshold of your home. This small act transforms your entrance into a sacred barrier, creating a protective boundary against any negative energies that might otherwise seep into the peace of your sanctuary. The act of placing salt under your doormat becomes an anchor, a grounding reminder to harmonize the physical with the spiritual. As we go about our days filled with work, responsibilities, and interactions, we inevitably absorb stress, worries, and anxieties from the world around us. Upon returning home, this subtle ritual serves as a gentle, symbolic cleanse, inviting us to leave the burdens of the external world outside and step into a realm of peace and positivity. It acts as an invisible filter, allowing only positive energy to flow in, while barring any disturbances from crossing the threshold. This ritual, while simple, resonates deeply with this teaching. It serves not only to protect the physical boundaries of our home, but also reminds us to set emotional boundaries, leaving behind the emotional baggage of the day. Imagine how liberating it is to symbolically cast off the weight of stress, anger, or anxiety before stepping into the sanctuary of your home. In this way, the act of placing salt becomes an act of mindful awareness, something that cultivates peace both within and around you. In the fast-paced demands of modern life, work pressures, financial concerns, family dynamics, moments of grounding are rare but essential. Placing salt under your doormat becomes one of these grounding moments, connecting us to the wisdom of conscious living. Thich Nhat Hanh, a revered Zen master, wisely said, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." Similarly, this ritual with salt can serve as an anchor, reminding us of our inner strength to cultivate the energy we wish to experience in our lives and homes. In the same way that we seek to manage our emotions and thoughts, we can manage the flow of energy into our home, ensuring it remains a refuge, a place to rest, recharge, and reconnect with what truly matters. Beyond its practical function, this tradition of salt is a profound metaphor for handling negativity in our personal lives. Just as salt absorbs unwanted energies, we too have the capacity to absorb, process, and transform the negativity we encounter daily. However, just as salt under the doormat is swept away and refreshed periodically, so must we also regularly cleanse our minds and hearts, releasing any residual anger, resentment, or worry before they accumulate and weigh us down. This aligns with the wisdom of the Buddha, who once said, "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die." Through this small act, we are reminded of the importance of releasing emotional burdens and not allowing them to follow us into our most sacred spaces. Incorporating simple yet meaningful rituals, like placing salt under your doormat, can bring a profound sense of calm and well-being to your household. It's not merely an act of superstition, but a practice rooted in mindful intention, grounded in centuries of spiritual tradition, and it serves as a daily touchpoint with ancient wisdom. As you lay down salt under your doormat, you are not only setting up a boundary against negativity, you're setting up a space that encourages peace, positivity, and growth. You are cultivating an environment that nourishes your soul, reflecting the teachings of the Buddha, who guides us to create sacred spaces within ourselves. When we create a home filled with positive energy and tranquility, we embody this sacredness in our lives, allowing peace, gratitude, and spiritual well-being to flourish in both our inner and outer worlds. Four, putting salt in the bathroom. In our homes, the bathroom might seem like just a functional space, often overlooked for spiritual practices. Yet, it's where we release and cleanse not only physical impurities, but also the weight of energies and emotions we carry. Imagine transforming this often ignored corner of the house into a sanctuary of renewal, a place where the energy is as refreshed as you feel after a long day. A simple age-old practice involving salt can bring a shift in the energy of this space, creating a sanctuary that supports both your physical and spiritual well-being. In many spiritual traditions, and indeed within the teachings of Buddhism, salt is seen as a powerful agent for purification. Its natural ability to absorb and neutralize negative energy is why it's often used to cleanse both spaces and personal energy fields, restoring harmony and balance. Placing a small bowl of natural salt, like sea salt or Himalayan salt, in the corners of your bathroom can work wonders. Why the corners? In many energy practices, it's believed that corners collect stagnant or lingering energy, areas where negativity can build up unnoticed. Salt in these spaces acts as a passive cleanser, quietly absorbing any negative or heavy energy that might be lingering. This simple act can transform your bathroom into a place where you release not just the physical grime of the day, but also any emotional or energetic burdens that have weighed you down. To make this ritual even more powerful, it's essential to bring a sense of intention to the process. When you place the salt, take a moment to visualize your bathroom as a sacred space. Picture it as a place of true cleansing, not only for the body, but for your mind and spirit as well. By approaching this with mindfulness, you deepen the effect of this ritual, transforming your bathroom into a space where you can leave behind the stress and worries of the day. A key aspect of Buddhist practice is intention, and here, intention gives strength to even the simplest acts. This mindset of presence and peace can be infused into this ritual, making it a calm, cleansing experience each time you enter the room. To add another layer of tranquility, consider combining the salt with a few drops of essential oils. Lavender, eucalyptus, or sandalwood are particularly grounding choices, each known for their calming, cleansing properties. Place this salt and oil mixture in a small bowl within the bathroom or sprinkle it lightly into your bath. As the salt sits, it releases negative ions into the air, which can help improve mood and relaxation, while the essential oils uplift your spirit with their gentle aroma. In doing this, the bathroom becomes a place where the energy is light, fresh, and calm, a space where you can fully unwind and feel at ease. Make it a habit to replace the salt once a month, letting go of any absorbed negativity by discarding the old salt outside. Release it back to nature, where it can be neutralized and transformed, much like our own burdens when we let them go. This simple ritual of renewal aligns with the Buddhist principle of impermanence, the understanding that everything is in a state of change. Just as we replace the salt, we too are constantly renewed with each breath, each moment of letting go. This practice is an invitation to let your bathroom support not only your physical needs, but also serve as a quiet sanctuary for spiritual rest and renewal. What would it mean for you to have such a space, a corner of your home dedicated to inner peace? Each time you perform this ritual, consider it an act of kindness to yourself, a way of saying, "In this moment, I choose peace." By honoring this simple ritual, you create an environment that reflects the peace and clarity you wish to carry with you each day. Thank you for being here with us in today's video. It's truly a joy to have you as part of our community. I'd love to hear your thoughts or personal experiences with using salt as a spiritual tool. If you're new to our channel, feel free to comment, "I am new." Or if you've been with us for a while, simply type, "I am grounded." Your presence and engagement mean the world to us and inspire us to keep sharing these teachings. Now let's continue this journey of discovery together, shall we? Practical applications of salt in personal health care. Salt, often regarded as a simple kitchen staple, holds a profound legacy beyond its culinary role. Its mineral-rich properties have been cherished across cultures for personal care and healing rituals. In the fast-paced world we inhabit, salt-based practices bring forward an ancient wisdom, offering practical, accessible ways to restore both physical and mental balance. Whether through the comforting embrace of a warm Epsom salt bath or the refreshing cleanse of a salt-infused facial scrub, salt's simplicity serves as a natural remedy for the body and spirit alike. This section explores the practical applications of salt in healthcare, delving into methods like salt baths, steam therapy, muscle pain relief, facial cleansing, and energy balancing. Each method reflects the Buddhist perspective on self-care, honoring our body and mind as vehicles for well-being. By embracing these salt-based therapies, we can nurture a life rooted in balance, compassion, and mindful presence. As we take these small restorative steps, we engage in a form of self-care that is both grounded in simplicity and filled with intentional care. 1. Salt in baths and steam therapy. Salt has been revered for centuries, not only for its culinary use, but for its profound benefits in personal healthcare, especially for men who often seek practical, no-nonsense ways to support their well-being. Today, salt-based therapies like Epsom salt baths and Himalayan salt steam offer accessible and effective tools to support physical and mental relaxation. In a fast-paced world where stress and tension accumulate easily, dedicating time to such therapies can be like pressing the reset button for the body and mind, allowing them to function with renewed strength. The benefits of Epsom salt, for instance, have been long valued for its high magnesium content. Dissolving 1 to 2 cups of Epsom salt, which is magnesium sulfate, into a warm bath is a practice that eases muscle pain and promotes a sense of calm, making it ideal for those who carry the stress of the day in their muscles and joints. The magnesium in Epsom salt is absorbed through the skin, helping reduce inflammation, which is particularly beneficial for men experiencing the aches of daily exertion or physical strain. Soaking for 15 to 20 minutes, a seemingly simple act, nourishes the skin, leaving it smoother and healthier. As Buddha once said, "Your body is precious. It is our vehicle for awakening. Treat it with care." These Epsom salt baths embody that care, offering a way to soothe both the physical body and the mind, encouraging a harmonious balance that many find elusive in their busy lives. Similarly, Himalayan salt steam therapy provides unique health benefits rooted in its rich mineral content. When added to steam, this pink salt releases ions and minerals like calcium, potassium and magnesium, creating an environment that nurtures circulation and alleviates stress. By allowing pores to open and cleanse through the inhalation of this mineral-rich steam, many find they not only experience clearer skin, but also improved respiratory health, especially helpful for those frequently exposed to pollution or allergens. Using this therapy regularly can be an investment in one's overall wellness, promoting a healthier flow of blood and thus more energy and clarity throughout the day. Such practices align well with the Buddhist teaching that health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. Embracing these therapies fosters contentment through self-care, reminding us to honor our bodies and mental peace with small, mindful practices. The power of salt in these therapies serves as a symbol of simplicity and potency, much like many Buddhist teachings themselves. In integrating these practices, one isn't merely indulging in self-care. Rather, they are nurturing a foundation for a life where health and happiness can thrive naturally. Two, using salt to relieve muscle pain. Let's explore a simple yet effective remedy that's been used for generations, using salt to relieve muscle pain. When we think of salt, it's easy to imagine it as something meant only to season our food. But this humble mineral has natural healing properties that extend far beyond the kitchen. When you apply warm salt to sore or tense muscles, you're tapping into a time-honored technique that brings genuine relief. Here's how it works. By heating a bit of salt and wrapping it in a soft cloth, you create a warm compress that can be gently placed on areas of pain or discomfort. The warmth from the salt begins to seep in, softening the muscles and easing tension while boosting circulation to the area. This increased blood flow not only helps to deliver oxygen and nutrients to the sore muscle, but also helps to remove toxins that may be contributing to the discomfort. In Buddhist philosophy, there is a saying, "Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional." This means that while physical pain is a part of the human experience, we don't have to let it control us or diminish our quality of life. Tools like the warm salt compress are one way to manage physical discomfort without letting it overshadow our well-being. Have you ever noticed how, after a long, tiring day, a simple warmth applied to your shoulders or back can shift your whole mood and help you feel lighter? This is more than just a physical sensation. It's an opening to peace and ease that radiates into the mind as well. And it's no coincidence that the process of healing with salt connects us to something elemental, grounding us in nature's simplest gifts. When we apply a warm salt compress, we're also practicing mindfulness. Consider the act of heating the salt carefully, wrapping it, and placing it on the body. Each step requires us to be present, slowing down in a way that allows us to truly feel the relief it brings. When was the last time you truly took a moment just to address the needs of your own body without rushing or hurrying away? As we experience the soothing warmth, we're invited to let go of tension, both physical and mental, and just breathe. In this sense, using a warm salt compress is not only about treating sore muscles, but also about acknowledging the gift of our own body and taking the time to care for it with gentleness and compassion. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to ignore aches and pains, to push through discomfort without a second thought. But what if instead we took a moment to listen to our bodies, to see pain not as an obstacle, but as a signal? By addressing pain with something as simple and natural as a warm salt compress, we practice self-compassion, honoring our bodies and all they do for us. We take a step toward holistic well-being, recognizing that our health is interconnected with the small, mindful choices we make every day. The warmth and minerals from the salt can relieve not just the immediate physical pain, but can also help us reconnect with our own inner peace. As the Buddha taught, your body is precious. It is your vehicle for awakening. Treat it with care. So, next time you feel the strain of sore muscles, ask yourself, how can I care for my body in a way that is mindful and gentle? Instead of reaching for quick fixes or ignoring the pain, try this ancient, natural approach. By wrapping warm salt in a cloth and applying it to your muscles, you might just find that a simple remedy brings relief not only to your body, but to your spirit. 3. Using salt for facial cleansing. Salt, a humble crystal often overlooked in the world of skincare, offers profound benefits that extend far beyond culinary uses. Here, salt steps in as a powerful ally for facial cleansing, bringing ancient wisdom into modern life through its simplicity and effectiveness. Starting with exfoliation, salt helps to slough off dead skin cells that can accumulate over time, leaving the face looking brighter and feeling significantly smoother. By mixing a fine-grained salt with nourishing oils like olive or coconut, you create a natural exfoliating scrub that gently renews the skin's surface without harsh chemicals. Olive oil, long revered for its healing properties, moisturizes and soothes the skin, while the salt gently removes the dull outer layer, revealing fresh and revitalized skin beneath. This quote is a gentle reminder that taking time to care for one's face is not just an act of vanity, but an act of respect for oneself, a ritual that can be as calming as it is rejuvenating. By using these natural ingredients, we engage in a mindful practice that nurtures both the body and the spirit, connecting us to the earth and reminding us that simple, natural solutions can often yield the best results. Moving on to acne treatment, salt water offers an effective natural antiseptic that can help reduce inflammation, balance oils, and ultimately prevent acne. When diluted, salt water becomes a mild yet powerful solution that supports skin health without disrupting its natural pH balance. Sea salt, in particular, is rich in minerals such as magnesium and potassium, which help to cleanse pores and reduce oiliness, making it especially beneficial for men whose skin may be prone to breakouts or irritation. Applying a saltwater solution with a cotton pad to acne-prone areas can help to minimize redness and swelling, while also drying out the bacteria that can lead to pimples. This gentle, mindful act of cleansing becomes a step in cultivating self-respect and awareness, showing that even small efforts towards self-care can build resilience over time. The renowned Zen saying, "A jug fills drop by drop," serves as a reminder that consistent, small acts of care can lead to significant improvements, not only in the condition of our skin, but also in our overall sense of well-being and self-esteem. In today's fast-paced world, where skincare is often reduced to quick-fix solutions and chemical products, the natural simplicity of salt reminds us that effective self-care doesn't have to be complicated. Using salt for facial cleansing is not just about appearance, but about developing a respectful and sustainable relationship with our own body. This is particularly relevant for men who may overlook skincare as a form of self-compassion and grounding. Skincare, then, becomes an opportunity to pause, to reconnect, and to cultivate a practice of self-kindness. It's a small but meaningful way to honor our face, the first part of ourselves the world sees, and to preserve its vitality as we age. 4. Salt in meditation and energy balancing. Salt has long been revered for its natural purifying qualities, used not only in the kitchen, but also in practices of healing, meditation, and energy balancing, offering a simple yet powerful tool for personal well-being. Imagine your meditation space, a sacred corner for peace, clarity, and inner balance. Now consider placing small bowls of salt in the corners of this area. Why? Salt is believed to absorb negative energy, clear stagnant vibrations, and provide a fresh, clean foundation for meditation. Just as sweeping a floor clears dust, the salt in your meditation area can clear unseen energies that weigh down the space, allowing you to feel lighter and more present. Salt's purifying power is tied to its natural mineral composition, which interacts with the energy in a room, grounding and neutralizing any chaotic or heavy frequencies. Some people find that placing salt around their meditation space calms the mind, reduces anxiety, and helps them feel more rooted. A question to consider is, how often do we feel that unexplainable heaviness or mental fog after a stressful day or negative encounter? Just as taking a shower cleanses the body, salt has been used as a gentle yet effective way to cleanse the energy in our environments. Try this. Set out small bowls of sea salt or Himalayan salt in the corners of your meditation area and leave them for a few days, then replace them as they absorb and neutralize the energy around. Think of this simple ritual as part of your own energy hygiene, like a practice that helps you feel renewed, more at ease, and ready to go deeper in your meditative journey. The air around us also carries a mix of different ions, some positive, some negative. And salt is known to release beneficial negative ions into the environment, similar to those found in forests, mountains, and by the ocean. These ions help cleanse the air, which can make breathing feel easier and meditation more natural. If you've ever felt a sense of renewal by the sea, you're experiencing this natural energy balance. Even indoors, salt can recreate that sense of purity, helping you breathe deeply and reach a state of calmness. Furthermore, salt can be a symbol of mindfulness itself. Its role in meditation is humble yet grounding, helping to establish an atmosphere of calm without needing anything elaborate or expensive. Have you ever noticed how small changes in your environment can shift your mood? Adding salt to your meditation space is a reminder that powerful change can come from the simplest things. By using salt to clear your meditation space, you're taking a single, mindful step towards creating an environment of peace and clarity. So, consider making this small addition to your meditation practice. See how it impacts your ability to focus, your stress levels, and the overall feel of your meditation space. How does the room feel after adding salt to its corners? Do you notice a sense of balance or ease that wasn't there before? In these small, mindful actions, we invite peace and centeredness into our lives, fostering a place where we can let go, breathe, and connect deeply with ourselves. Through this simple practice, salt becomes more than a mineral. It becomes a symbol of cleansing, renewal, and mindful intention, reminding us that true peace often comes from small, intentional steps toward balance and clarity. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the simple yet profound wisdom of salt and its place in Buddhist practices. From cleansing and protecting spaces to creating a haven of peace, salt has proven to be more than just a household staple. It's a timeless tool for enhancing harmony in our lives. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom. Make sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos on ancient teachings and mindful practices for a more balanced life. May peace and positivity flow into your life, and may you find calmness and clarity in each mindful step. Until next time, take care, stay mindful, and keep nurturing your sacred spaces.